What is going on, Shinobi? The live test for Venezuela just came out today, so I figured I'd do a little guide on it, and yeah, hopefully this can help. And if you guys aren't part of the Shinobi yet, what are you waiting for? Drop a sub. Also, if you're not in the Discord yet, join that, because I really want to hit 500 members. That'd be sick. And yeah, let's get it. Okay, so the first question that anybody's gonna ask is, how do I know what bending I have? So, determining what bending you have is actually really simple. 10 out of 10 times, you spawn in exactly where your bending is. So if you spawn in Southern Water Tribe, where there's a lot of snow, obviously you're a waterbender. If you spawn in at, there's a big fireman statue, and I mean there's also, what's it called, just red flags everywhere, obviously you're in fire. If you spawn in Earth, where there's literally Earth Nation symbols everywhere, and it's just really, I guess, rocky, I don't know, then you're in Earth. And if you spawn in a giant temple, and it's the only temple in the world, then you're an airbender. So another way to determine whether you're a firebender or not is firebenders actually have an elbow move in their combo. And what I mean by that is if you M1, like you'll do a small jab with your elbow. Okay, so I'll be going over different things for everything. So first of all, water. Okay, so water. I'm a waterbender. You spawn in Southern Water Tribe, and we actually do have water pouches. As you guys can see, I have one on my back right now, and you can use these water pouches to make yourself more mobile, so you don't need to be next to water every time you want to fight. So I don't want to explain too much, but I will tell you guys that there's a shop, and you can purchase these water pouches at the shop. I'll tell you that the water pouch, there's two. One is small, one is big, and they both have different prices. Okay, so trainers. First of all, there's a trainer in every single spawn, every one. But there's a second trainer and a third trainer for some. Second trainers usually will still be relatively easy to find, but they'll take some time to look for. And third trainers are gonna be very difficult to find, and they're gonna take the most EXP. So EXP. There's two things you guys should be worried about: EXP and chi. So how do you get these? You gain EXP and chi by doing this thing called meditating. You can meditate by pressing M, and after you meditate, you slowly start to gain chi and more, I guess, EXP. So you use this EXP to get training moves. You can't use bending unless you have EXP. So make sure to meditate, and yeah, that's honestly pretty simple. So if you're a waterbender and you want to know how to get off the island, first of all, guys, don't sail at night, because you won't be able to see a thing. As a new player, I struggled because I could never leave the water island, and Trey still has yet to add in some sort of barrier to make it so that people can't just fall off the island, which I think is really dumb, but you know what, I'm gonna let Trey do him. But yeah, make sure that you don't sail at night, because you will die. There are boats and ways to get money. Okay, so I can explain this without Trey getting mad at me, because honestly, new players need to know this. So to get money, there are a few ways. You can get money by, well, if you're a waterbender, going to the Southern Water Ship. So Southern Water Ship, I can't explain exactly where it is or showcase exactly where it is, but I will say that if you can find the docks, it's to the right of the docks. There are these things called metal scraps that spawn on the boat or near it, around it, and you can sell those for 3 each. So it's actually pretty good, since there are like 60 of them. Maybe probably way less, but there are a decent amount of them spawning. Alright, so for everything else, every other nation besides water, there are these things called wooden logs, and you can get these and sell them. So you can sell them to these things called collectors, and collectors will buy your wood logs for I don't know how much. There is a hunger mechanic, so make sure to buy cabbages, because unless you buy cabbages, you can die of hunger, and you will lose a life, so you can actually wipe yourself just by not eating enough. So yeah, make sure that you're wary of that. What's some more stuff I can tell you guys? Alright, so there's a karma system, so make sure you're not just going around gripping. I mean, you can, but I don't advise it. Every time you grip, you get more negative karma, and if you get negative karma, you actually can end up getting put in jail. So if and when you do get put in jail, you'll rot and you'll lose a life and you'll die. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's mostly all the information I can really give you guys. As far as any more questions I can really think of, trainer locations, I can't disclose those. You guys gotta find those yourself. Moves. So each trainer right now has 3 different moves on it, or at least it should. Um, um, each has some sort of transportation move, and how to count how much experience you have, or chi I should say. Okay, so chi, you can actually, it's like you can visibly see the amount of energy that you have, chi, XP, whatever you want to call it. You can visibly see that by using your first move. For firebenders, it's fire jab, so count the amount of fire jabs. Earthbenders, probably rock throw or boulder, whatever. Count that. Water strike, etc. Just count how many of your first move you can do. Right now, I think I have around 38 water strikes, so I'm pretty decent. I should probably be able to do a lot more, but you know what? That's okay for now. I haven't been meditating as much as I need to. But if you guys can't get your first move, don't stress it. It's only because you didn't meditate enough. So just go ahead and meditate some more, and you will be able to get your first skill pretty. You should be able to get it with a pretty decent amount of ease. Should come to you guys pretty easily. I'm trying to think of something else I could explain to you guys to help you out, because if I'm being honest, there's not really too much. So I'll explain the names. So Ipan City, that's the Earth City name. Arrow Village is the air. Water, Southern Water Tribe. Pyro Village, fire. And yeah, some tips. You can drop items by pressing G. Don't go into no man's land without food, because you'll die. No man's land is where that. Actually, I'm not gonna explain that because I don't wanna spoil too much. But no man's land is an area in water where something special is located. Don't box up people with friends, guys. Just be chill. Read announcement and info channels. How to get your bending? Just get your first skill, guys. Clothing, tag, etc. don't matter. To get skills, you have to talk to your trainers. You need a specified amount of coins. Oh, another thing. Trainers actually do cost you money, guys, so you will need coins. I already explained how to get coins, so I'm not gonna do that again. If it says you need more training, meditate more. It shouldn't take any more than 15 minutes of meditation for the first skill. So yeah, most NPCs do have quests, by the way. So there are quests, guys. There are quests. Definitely keep that in mind. Except I wouldn't advise doing quests, because you don't know, like, there are no objective markers, so you're just exploring for most of it, which I guess if you like that, you can. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and read this list that Trey posted for the different elements. For water, you will always need a water source. It doesn't matter if it's a wither, a river, a pond, ocean, or snow, or even a water pouch. It's very hard to use, and you're a little limited, but the water pouch has really like a large amount, so you should be fine. It's really fast and mobile, and if you're decent at it, you can do some good combos. Earth can be used pretty much anywhere except Southern Water Tribe. Element's pretty deadly. It hurts. I mean, it's okay. I think it's worse than water in my opinion, because you can actually destroy a lot of earth moves using water bending. So that's why, in my opinion, personally, I see water as better. I think water is the best element, but then again, I might be just being a little biased, considering obviously I'm a waterbender. Okay, so fire. Fire, I appreciate fire, because unlike earth and water, fire can be used anywhere in the map, no matter what. And you know what? That's actually pretty good, because I mean, it's not limited as much. So fire is strong and mobile, good for combos, and it looks cool. Air isn't super great for combos, but it's super mobile. It has some really good passives, including higher jump, faster walk speed, etc. If you're an airbender, obviously you're going to be able to dodge most, if not every, of your enemy's attacks. So another reason why air is really powerful. Lastly, I just want to go ahead and say that obviously there's a bounty system, so don't be stupid. Don't go get yourself killed. If you grip the wrong person, he can actually put a bounty on you, and that will lead to you getting put in jail. And when you get put in jail, there is no return. You will die. So yeah, hopefully this video was able to help you guys out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.